So here, switching to another male figure, again, I guess a recurring theme of what we're looking at here with Schiele is just going, surprise, it's really, really anatomical. Like, for example, you see how he's using the green through here, warm. Well, what does that coincide with? That's the lumbar mass. Like, yes, he's stretching the distance between the rib cage and the hips a fair amount. Yes, the hips are kind of getting like what would you say, like skewed off, that you couldn't fit an actual human hip bone in there, but he's not concerned about that. He's not concerned about the distortions, but he is concerned about how he can use the anatomy for the compositional design and storytelling elements. So, for example, here, right, that shape is very important to this pose because the scapulas are getting pulled outwards, which means the trapezius is getting pulled out through here. And he's finding this 1, 2, 3, 4 planes through there, distinguishing and separating them both in the line, but also in the color, right? That yellow is there just for the trapezius. Like that, again, that's no accident, right? And then what piece is through here, he's just using a green to pick that out. I can't tell you why, but obviously, like, he's only able to do that. He's only able to play these games when he knows what the forms are that he's playing with. Here we have an indication of the spinous processes of the spine, of the vertebrae of the spine. So he's using that to go, right, okay, fine. We've got a straight on shot of the back, so it's very difficult for me to convey the fact that the model is stretching himself forwards, right? You have the perspective on the head that will help sell you that, but then he's also using those spinous processes, those bumps of the spine, to help sell that a little bit more. And then it's very clear again where the bottom of the rib cage is. You can see his brush strokes here, following the line of the ribs, and then the hips. Like I say, yeah, he's distorted them, but very easy to find the iliac crest at least, so you can really clearly see where is rib cage. So this is all rib cage through here, and then what we'll have serratus. That's going to be that mass pushing out through there. It's not playing it so much on this side, and then here that's going to be scapula, and so this will be teres major. Scapula there, teres major sitting on top of the scapula. So you'll see that one thing that we'll see him doing a lot of is allowing this line to really dance through here. So we've got this, that's going to be deltoid. So you're going to push out for the deltoid, teres major, serratus, and then sometimes pushing out for the ribs. And actually, if I undo a whole bunch back here, you can see he does have a subtle push out for the ribs. So 1, 2, 3, and then that overlap of the deltoid. So that line keeps on dancing. I don't think you'll see him constantly using it in a way that is anatomically realistic, because of course, if you saw this person in the street, you'd go, that person has some issues with the construction of their body, right? But he's using real sound anatomical knowledge as the basis for his constructions. I mean, even through here, right? So that's the heel. You don't need to know much about anatomy to know that, but then that movement through there, that's the flexor digitorum brevis, and you will see it on a stretched out foot. Well, this foot is stretched out, and so he's using this like a muscle that most people wouldn't bother studying, most people wouldn't know about, and most people don't need to study because the bottom of the foot is thick skin and fat, so we don't see the muscular form so much, except in when the foot is stretched out. But that's a thing that you layer into your learning at some point, but he has it at this point. And also look at that, bang, that sharp little angle there. That's the base of the fifth metatarsal, right? So the tarsal mass, that's the mass of the heel, is finishing about there, and then you'll have the metatarsals going down through here into the feet. Now that bump, if you've studied anatomy with me, then you'll know that's something that when we're looking for the feet, I'm looking for you to push there. And like when I look for it, I'm kind of going, yeah, I've really exaggerated it, I've really pushed it, and I go like 10% to what Schiele does, and you can only find that movement by knowing that you're looking for it, and look how sharp that is. There's no chance that could be anything other than bone, and we see this consistent recurring theme of hitting the bone, hitting the bone, hitting the bone. you'll see it through there, really finding the bony points of the ankle, and you know we're going to see it 1,000 times. This is really interesting up here. I can't quite unpick that. Maybe I could. Let's give it a try. So the sharpness of that movement. It can't. So that flatness would be the acromion. No, that. So if that's the bottom of the scapula there, that has to be the scapula. So that's, yeah, that's going to be the acromion of the scapula. The deltoid should be going to that deltoid. Nope, can't figure it out. Yeah, can't figure it out. And look, I'm biased because you know this is really a style of work that I like. So I'm going to be very forgiving when it comes to stuff like that. But I just think from a design point of view, you know, the kind of sharpness of this movement up here, playing off against that soft, more gentle curve down there, it works purely from a design point of view. If it doesn't work from an anatomical point of view, I'm happy to give him a pass in this case.